Lie.
Y'all bogus. Real goofy. I ain't never lost focus.
Woo.
Y'all bogus.
Shout out to my girl Rhapsody.
When she thought that 99 profits was born drugs, reality. They got us on fallacies. Resorted in casualties. I was supposed to resort in the Maldives now. We ain't bad these now. Boxing the IG now. Boxing like Ali in the memory, pouring Hennessy and bamboo shot, reaching for the ID. Get up my neck, nigga, let your Cuban link. I think like the Cubans think. You never get a side of back. Got your back, T. Mallory. Carry on like a product bag. Dogs with me like they quarter lag.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Give us a few moments to get everything rolling, man. We're probably gonna start in about 5 minutes.
Yo, what up? What's up?
Yeah, man. We got stuff to talk about, man. It's gonna be a fun show here. Shout out to my girl Rhapsody, one of the best in the game. I don't care. A lot of people give a female. Nah, one of the best in the game.
Death come in threes every month, March 33 nips got a heavy heart. It's killing Jay, I don't get that part. Cops kill off, but he no remorse.
Oh yeah, we gonna talk about it. Shout out to Jay Dizzle, YT. Yeah. We were disappointed. Look at DJ.
Disappointing.
We got 99 problems. And 12 still 12 still the biggest. 99 problems. And 12. That's right.
Been dogged out. No pause in house. No daddy, no pappy. Who the kids gonna call now? You said he killed their fathers, left and right. Our brothers. They trying to take you out. You can't take them out. We don't die, we multiply. Black man. Black woman. 12.
Mr. Tampa Bay Travis, what's good, my brother? Yes. What happens when the Bucs don't beat themselves? That's one way to definitely put it. But you're right about that. The penalties was some bullshit last week. And it was a pretty clean game. We're going to obviously get into it, but that's a hell of a way to start it off. So we got Panthers and a Bucs fan in here already. So kind of encapsulating these games a little bit, huh, Mike?
Oh yeah. We're gonna get into both of these games, man. Also this Atlanta game. We ain't gonna spend too much time on them though.
No. Just wants to show up, you know. We'll open the lines up for Atlanta fan if they want to jump on.
Oh yeah, we're gonna open up the lines. We're gonna have the number at the bottom. Man. We're just doing a little thumbnail, doing a little post and all that real quick, man. We're gonna get right into it in a minute, man.
Share the stream. About to get raw in this bitch.
Oh yeah. We got some stuff.
Get raw. But juice raw.
Shout out to my girl Rhapsody again. NC Zone.
I know that girl 3D can give her a little run for it though.
She ain't her though, trust me. She alright, but she ain't her. Shit. Rhapsody on a different level.
I don't know, that girl can spit.
Yeah, she can spit, but this pen game here with the intellect.
Oh, she got intellect too.
Oh, I know she do.
She
I
ain't
follow
just talking. She ain't no
but
Cardi B.
but she just be showing the titties all the time. She just be trying to
That's
bounce
crazy.
all
Yeah,
the time.
she do.
I know who she is. Trust me. I
That's
know who she
crazy.
is. This girl, she ain't got to do it. This woman ain't got to do it.
Yo, Kendall. It's good. When I think about the Bucs trade today, to be honest, let me look at it because my day has been one hell of a day. I can talk about it, so we're not really talking about it. Man, it's been some hellacious day. If you don't know, I just bought a house. We're building it. I had to go check a couple things out with that. I was out half the day running around with my wife and my daughter. So I literally got home halfway through, and then I had to work out with my wife. We got to work out that what's it called? Kickbox.
Yeah. You better do that on another day than a Sunday.
Yo, my back, bruh. That shit was crazy. I had to put ice on my back. I'm like, man, I'm 33 years old. I shouldn't be feeling like this.
Right.
I should not be feeling like this. I know I saw they picked up was that the Jets one? Is that the Jets lineman, that player that got 11 years experience? I don't know much about that kid. I gotta look and see what it was. I saw that come across though.
What's up, 9K Jalen? Yeah, man. I know you about to have a ball with this because you got a Panthers and a Bucs fans about to talk about it. Y'all 2-0 right now.
Yeah, so Stephen McLeodin. We picked up a defensive tackle. He's a depth piece. I mean, this guy, obviously with the Vita Lawson for the year, and Nacho Mike, Nacho cheese. He shut down that middle, didn't he? Yeah, somewhat. But he did a good job, in my opinion. I think he filled in very well for Vita Vea.
Yeah,
but,
he's good, like you said. Like I said, he might be good.
He's good, but I tell him, great. He's not. I mean, Vita is on his way to be one of the best. Nacho's a really good depth piece. He comes in. He's very sound. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. I mean, one thing that we didn't miss, how much I love Vita Vea. Vita Vea is set up to, accidentally get a pass, roughing the passer, a false start. Nacho played a clean game. He didn't get moved off his spot much from what I saw. Like I say, he played a good one. But yeah, it's clean. Let's look at this since we're still on the back side of it. This Steven.
Yeah, Vita's done for the year. The NFL nerd. We're gonna talk about Teddy too, man.
Oh no, we're gonna get into that game too. I'm gonna hold some of my excitement for this game.
Yeah, we gonna hold back a little bit. But we gonna hold back when we get going.
I say at least for now. Don't get this shit twisted.
Yeah,
we bust that motherfucking ass. Let's not get it twisted. Hey, if you got to win today, put a check in the chat. You know what I'm saying? All the Bucs fans stand up. Oh shit.
The Bears fan, yeah.
I just always yeah, he out for the year. That motherfucker. Die on me. Bears on the NFC South right now. What's up? What we got? 9K Jalen. Hey, congratulations. Congratulations on that dub. You dig?
Hey, we're gonna be. Hey, well, I want to get into this so bad. We're gonna be all right, the NFL nerd. I want to get into it.
All right, so just to track back to Kendall. Looking at this dude, man. This dude literally his entire career, he got. Hold on, I'm on the wrong shit. So this year, he only got. He got 6 tackles, no tackles for loss. I gotta watch tape on him. I haven't really got to watch him yet. I'll probably watch a little tape this week on him.
Hey, this is for my Carolina Panther fans. Forget what he's saying. This is straight for my Carolina Panther fans.
Anyway, man played in the NFL for 11 years. Like he was drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Didn't play much, and he played, but he ain't really.
We gonna be all right.
Oh yeah.
I ain't crazy. I don't care nothing about them Bucs right now, man. Now we're gonna talk about it.
Man, some decent production. Ain't that bad. I never heard this dude before though, and I know about the Jets too.
Wake up! I recognize him. Hey, good.
If we don't win a Super Bowl this year, you think Brady is gonna retire? I don't think Brady's gonna retire. But I'll tell you one thing: the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be drafting a quarterback this season. Get some checks in the motherfucking chat for the dub. For the dub. But nah. Yeah, Brady, he ain't going nowhere.
You ain't put that last week.
Hell no.
I don't even recall you even saying that. I don't even recall you even saying put a check in there last time.
Well, that's your job, because y'all motherfuckers about that one. Oh. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't want to go that direction. But guess what? We back in this beat. 4-2, baby. Top of the NFC South.
Yeah, man. All right.
You good now?
Yeah, we good. Let's
run into this. Yo, what's going on, people? This your boy, DJ, part of NFC South versus the NFL, and I am here with my boy, Mike.
Yeah, man, this your boy, Mike Ricks, man. As you see, I'm the Carolina Panthers representative.
I didn't want to talk today, goddamn.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk. I'm in good spirit. Well, we're going to get into it, man. I'm in good spirit. Yeah. I understand that 3-0 energy. It happens, man. It happens. We were 3-0. We just couldn't make it 4-0. We couldn't make it 4-0. But I will say this, though. I believe Mr. Tampa, Travis, the same team that whooped my team ass, whooped y'all team ass on the Thursday night game, too.
Well, they ain't whoop our ass, first
in front of everybody. Nah, they physically beat y'all. I know they only won by 10. They physically beat y'all, too.
Quick shout out in the chat. Shout out to Jay Dizzle. Shout out to Mr. Tampa Bay Travis. Shout out to Kendall, still in here. I don't know if he's still in here. 9K Jalen, Bears fans with the check. I see you. NFL nerd, always coming in and showing all kinds of love. Appreciate you. And that's all in the chat right now. Anybody else in the chat that we don't see, just throw it in there, say what's up. Send out some sup. But yeah, man. So we had 3 games today. And 2 of them were dubs in the South.
Right.
Starting off with the Atlanta Falcons going up to Minnesota, beating the Minnesota Vikings 40-23.
Right.
Then we had another 1 o'clock game. Probably it was the game of the week at 1 o'clock. The Chicago Chicago Bears versus the Carolina Panthers. They beat them at what? Bank of America Stadium with fans, right, Mike? With fans, 23-16.
Yeah, we're gonna get into them fans too. Yeah.
And then we had the last 4 o'clock game. The shellacking. Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Green Bay Packers 38-10. New Orleans Saints won too because they ain't played this week, except for Michael Thomas punch people in their face. I wonder if he did that this weekend too. He probably did, a little upset about slant routes.
Yeah, man. But forget all that, man. Let's get right into the game, man. Hey, let's start with the loss.
You just want to talk about that.
It was the 1 o'clock game. Forget Atlanta. We're gonna talk about them. But even though I'm a Braves fan, that's the only thing Atlanta I like. So excuse me for coming on a little late, y'all. I was watching the Braves game a little bit. Got caught up and realized the time. But let's get into this game, DJ. The Carolina Panthers hosted the Chicago Bears in Bank of America Stadium. Yeah, man. Loss. This game here was kind of what, DJ knew was going to happen, but just didn't really say because he experienced this the week before. It turned out to be a Chicago Bears sloppy, very ugly, very just crazy. Like, how in the hell can this happen type of football game? And I want to address something before we go forward, DJ. I'm not putting all this on Teddy. I refuse to put all this on Teddy. I watched the game live, and I went back and watched it again. You know how I do. And I thought, and be honest with you, I give 2 bad passes. I wouldn't say bad, 2 bad plays in a way to Teddy, and those were his last 2 passes of the game. So it may look like Teddy was the reason. Teddy threw that interception that sealed the game, which there was no effort by DJ Moore. We're going to talk about his ass too. And then that one pass where he threw it inside instead of the outside shoulder, where DJ Moore had to make an adjustment to try to catch the football. Almost had it one hand, brought it in, had a secure catch until he was about to hit the ground. This game had a total of 4 turnovers. The Carolina Panthers had 3. 3 turnovers. You can't win football games losing that battle 3-1. So when it boils down to it, man, I thought the Bears just played Bears football. They converted on 3rd downs more than what they should have offensively. And they just wreaked havoc. I mean, the D-line made Teddy uncomfortable all game long, and that was from the jump. Teddy almost got a safety from the first damn possession. You talking about the second play in the game. We got to stop, pretty much a stalemate run, first play. Second play, Teddy almost gets a safety. Third play, interception. That's a terrible way to start off a football game. From that moment on, I said, oh, hell. We in for one of those kind of games. And yeah, I know Teddy threw the interception, but I'm a former receiver, and I keep saying this. It hit the damn receiver in his hands, Robbie Anderson. Yes, I know dude was draped all over him, but if it hits your hands, you got to make the catch. I don't care. That's what that's every receiver that's been taught. If it touch your hands, you should have made the catch. I get it. Even if it hits your little fingertips when you're going all over here, whatever, I get it. It's hard. But if it hits your hands, you have to reel it in. With that being said, man, I got to give kudos to the Chicago Bears. Nick Foles, especially that defensive line. Allen Robinson didn't do anything. Montgomery had a few plays, but he didn't really do anything. But I got to give credit to the coaching staff there and that defense. That defense is
That's a Super Bowl caliber defense right there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Get into it, DJ, because I got some stuff I want to say. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm sick and tired of Panther fans right now. They pissing me off to the highest level. On Twitter, I had to freeze myself for a minute because I was about to go off.
Well, one thing, Mike, for as upset I was and disappointed with my team last week against the Bears, it definitely felt like the Bucs did a lot of things to lose that game. I mean, and you're gonna feel the same when you play the Bears. They're a very frustrating team because for a fact their offense ain't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. You're gonna get times in the game where Nick Foles is just, dink, 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 dink. They might have a nice little throw after that, and he go drive down the field and get a touchdown for them. That's what this offense is right now. It's not. It's very pedestrian. It's. Look at the stats. I mean, this man was 23 for 39, 198 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. That's a Nick Foles line. Like, that's just what he's, you should consistently expect this around here, maybe around the 190 to 250 range, if that. That's a really good game if you get 250. Right. But that's just the Bears. And then, like I said, they're going to run the ball with Montgomery. I think he had 19 carries for 58 yards.
Right.
And that's just, nothing special. I mean, overall, you're going to look at the stat sheet, you're going to be like, but we had more yards than them. But that's not what they expect, and that's not what they want to play. That's not all they want to play. They're secondary, like Fuller and Screen, whatever his name is, the motherfuckers hit. Eddie Jackson hits. So, they just want to beat you up the entire game. Then you got the line, got after Teddy Bridgewater, like Mike was saying. Like I was saying prior to, because I don't know if a light just clicked, because I know the first couple of games, the defensive line, they weren't getting a lot of pressure, but these last 2 weeks they've been getting after it with that four-man what's the word I'm looking for? Four-man rush. They don't really bring a lot of blitzes like that. But when they did though, they brought one off the edge on Teddy and they rocked his ass. But that's what this team is all about. And if y'all didn't come in here and y'all made a mistake, like you said, Teddy Bridgewater, in my opinion, this is the second game. I think y'all played a decent defense. I mean, or a good defense. I mean,
a good defense.
Yeah. I mean, cause y'all played some decent defenses, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I'll keep on saying, I think that was the first shell shock. And after that, and then coming after that, I mean, we're not the Bears. We're a good, really good defense, but I keep on watching the Bears. I think by the end of the season it might switch, after I continue to watch. But right now, the Bears, that defense is just raw. I mean, it is, man. And y'all got into a Bears game, huh?
My bad. You see that comment by So Fresh the Great? We gonna get into that.
Let's see.
We gonna get into that. I'm gonna go ahead and post it real quick.
Yeah. If you don't see. Oh shit!
We ready for it, Bucs fans. We definitely getting into that.
We're gonna get into that, man.
And
get through this Panther.
Panther game. We gonna stay too long on the Panthers, man. We gonna touch on it, and then we're gonna open up the lines after we do our little Bucs and the Falcons real quick. But we're gonna open up the lines so y'all can give us some dialogue, talk your ish.
Yeah, get some talking points for us, and figure it out. But yeah, like I said, I'm not surprised with this game. I didn't want to sound like a total homer. That's why I didn't pick the Bears. But everything I said, if you heard the end of that video that we did, was the preview. I said this game gets muddy. And after, I think it was like 7-3 after the first quarter, I'm like, okay, this is a Chicago Bears game. They about to win this shit. I already kind of knew it because it already felt it was really close to the vest.
Yep.
And I just really felt like I was like, okay, this is not the game Carolina Panthers want to play. And throughout the entire game, it was not the game the Carolina Panthers wanted to play.
Yeah, I tweeted that. I text my boy DJ. My exact words was Bears shit. That was my exact word because I seen it coming, man. I was like, you know what? This is going to be a hard game. It was already hard for us to win. But the more and more this game kept going on and we couldn't get in the end zone and we were shooting ourselves in the foot and all of that, man, I just knew the outcome of this game was not going to be what Panther fans want. I just knew it. It was written all over of a Bear style of game, man. But I do want to give a couple of shout outs. I think this game right here was a team loss. But I do think defensively, I mean, you allowed them to have the amount of points that they normally have, which is 20 points. I mean, if you would have got them off the field in third down, I do want to call one thing out. DJ said something. I usually don't do this, but I'm going to say it. DJ, there was a 3rd and 11, crucial time in the game. Very familiar? Very familiar, right?
Okay.
3rd and 11 to y'all. I don't know what yardage was, but it was a 3rd and long.
Sound like it's about to be a false start.
Yes. Their left guard went like this. And F.A. Obata jumped off sides. And guess what they called? Encroachment.
Yeah.
The same thing. All that stuff I was talking to you about.
You were killing me last week with something.
I'm not going to complain about it because it's part of the game. Seen it. He jumped off sides, and then it ended up being a 3rd and 6. And Nick Foles runs for 6 yards, maybe 7, to get a first down. I'm pissed. I'm pissed about that, man, because they would have been a punt there. Even though they had to punt in that drive, they took more time off, and they would have had to punt, which would have mean we would have had a shorter field. Do y'all understand that our field position in Carolina was in the teens, and they were in the 40s? Crazy. I just got to put a lot of blame. I know DJ Moore had an exciting game early in the game. I'm not going to put the whole game on him. But if he wants to be a number 1 receiver, he got to make these plays, man. He had a drop touchdown. It wasn't the easiest catch to make. It was there. It hit him here. He should have brought the ball in and made the catch. So we ended up kicking a field goal. He had another play where Teddy hit him in stride. He would have picked up about 20 yards because he would have caught the ball at least 11 yards down the field. Nice little dig route. Dropped. I mean, come on. I'm not blaming it all on him, man. I'm not blaming it all on him at all. But this got to stop. This got to stop, DJ. Every week we got the same thing going on. And Curtis Samuel hurt. I didn't expect Curtis Samuel not to play, but since he didn't play, it hurt us because he's been a crucial third down guy. DJ, man, I don't want to hold up the whole thing. We're gonna let the phone lines get in, but it was just a game. I mean, we're 3-3 right now. We lost against a team that's 5-1. They 5-1 for a reason. I don't think Panther Nation needs to panic. This was just a really good football team. I know it. Yeah. I know the offense is pedestrian, but they're a Super Bowl, like you said, they're a Super Bowl caliber defense. So don't panic. We're 3-3. We're ahead of the curve. We just got to make. Hey, and one more thing. I think what screwed us also, not just I'm not gonna say just the refs, but what screwed us, and that pass interference was bullshit. But what screwed us,
Mike. Yeah, it was last week too, Mike. I was trying to tell you.
That's why I'm just reading the chat. I didn't bring it up.
Oh, all right. I was about to say that. Yeah, Russell. If y'all ain't watched the Thursday night game, I swear the defense, the way that game played out, at least on defense, with some of the stuff like you said, that didn't get called. I saw that. I cracked the fuck up. I ain't gonna lie. I lost it because I'm like the same shit that I was talking about last week is happening in this game. It is the funniest crap I've ever seen. And I got hell for it.
It was identical, man. I was like, "Are you serious?" But you know what? All I kept saying to myself was, "Is this karma?"
They got yes, it is.
DJ hell. He said, "Yes, it is."
I mean, because yes, I see in the chat. I talking about the refs, and I'm sitting here smirking because I'm telling you, it was hilarious. Because like I said, Mike gave me. I mean, I took darts. I mean, I was taking darts, and I was like, "Yes, I understand. You can't blame the whole game on the refs." And I sat there and said that, but Mike. No, man! I'm telling you, I saw that shit. That ball wasn't even in the area.
Right.
Same thing happened to Carlton Davis. The ball was not in the area. They called a pass interference because it was a bad thrown ball. We got a pass interference last week. It was the same thing.
I know.
It was just the simple fact that Nick Foles threw it the direction to make it noticeable for the coach to throw it. That's why I did it, Mike. That's the only reason why I did it. That's the only reason why I could have did it.
I'm with you, but I don't understand what 9K Jalen talking about. Bears get cheated by the ref so bad. Y'all been getting calls after calls after calls. I don't know what the hell you watching. I don't understand. Look, I guess perception is reality.
Look, like I keep on saying, the Bears, Jalen, y'all got a playoff the defense, but once again, if y'all can't run this ball or anything going into the second half, or the second half of the season, you're gonna be a very upset Bears fan. Y'all might be sitting at like 8-1, 8-2, or something like that. Somebody gonna come and train wreck y'all because y'all offense can't do shit. But we're gonna make it about the Bears, but because there's a lot of things to talk about with the Panthers. But yeah, man, I mean, I feel like this was a heat check for the
Absolutely.
Panthers. I honestly thought because y'all were riding high, off those 3 games. I kind of said it, y'all played, I think, in that run. Some teams but y'all beat them. Y'all beat them and y'all showed what it was. And I don't think y'all really struggled with any of those games, even though they weren't the best teams to really play. But coming off of the loss against us, y'all, hey, as a first year coach and new players coming in there, y'all responded well. Y'all won those 3 games. And like I said, this was honestly a heat check. And y'all kind of see now where y'all at, or where y'all stand, at least in the NFC right now, I think. I do think y'all need to see Mac back. I do think that. But yeah, y'all might be in that meddling still in that 7-9 range team. But if y'all can continue to learn and grow and take this loss and look at all stuff y'all did wrong, I mean, like you said, it's still bright. I got a bright future. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't lose my shit. Like you said, that Teddy Bridgewater shit is some bullshit. It's straight bullshit. Teddy Bridgewater did not play a terrible game. He didn't have his best game at all. He turned the ball over, and this is the same thing I'd be talking about when we had Jameis last year. Sometimes, turnovers we had, especially when you play in a team that's actually really good, especially on defense. You try to make plays. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. He was pushing the ball down the field. In the last interception, he was trying to, get down the field at least to get a field goal. Or no, I had to score. So he was trying to get down the field to score. So he had to push the ball down the field. Was it the best decision? Hell no. but he was getting barreled down from a fucking defensive end. I think it was Quinn coming off the edge.
Quinn.
So he let it, so he just let it go. Shit plays out that way, man.
Oh, man, that was clearly, my bad. That was clearly a pass interference on that pick that he got. He was on my man's back, knocked him down to the ground before he even got a chance to get his hands on the ball with Robbie Anderson.
Ball.
That was clearly pass interference. I mean, if you want to be real, the first pick could have been called pass interference too, because he hit Robbie way before he got a chance to get his hands on the ball too. But they were letting them play the first half, I believe. I saw a couple plays, even with the Panthers, that we got there a little early that they let go. They changed it up a little bit the second half. But I agree, but I'm not going to sit there and say y'all got screwed. If anything, shit. It seemed like y'all been paying the refs. But anyway, we're going to transition. I do want to say one more thing before this. I believe the offense just couldn't get in rhythm. It seemed like – but you know what really happened? We didn't practice the way we normally practice because of that scare with the Atlanta Falcons. Now, I think the Atlanta Falcons put that bullshit out there just to kind of mess with us. We wasn't hitting in practice. We wasn't doing any of that. We were taking all these precautions. It was a much softer practice because of COVID. And I think that really played a big part, and you could see it when we were out there, man. It just seemed like we just weren't the same team. It seemed like we just couldn't turn it on. I don't know what happened. Russell Kuhn had multiple false starts. It just seemed like we just couldn't get it going, man. But, hey, I'm very optimistic. Me personally, I'm not putting this game on Teddy. People want to say we need a new quarterback. It's more than quarterback here, man. You got to understand, we were without Curtis Samuel, who's played a huge role, whether you like it or not, with C-Mac being out. He's been our third down conversion guy, and he's been the change of pace back. Also, shit, we're a young team with a first-year coach. We're going to have these games.
You're going to have them ups and downs.
If we have 6 to 7 wins, we'll be doing well. But why are we going to panic when everybody picked us to be the 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, 32nd team in the NFL, and we wasn't going to reach for about, 4 wins this season, and we already at 3? We're ahead of the curve, man. Give us an opportunity to get a practice in, and who knows, we might be hellraisers against the Saints and get that win, and then everything's going to change. But to sit there and find the first fault to blame Teddy Bridgewater, I think is ludicrous, man. I think it's some bullshit.
That's weak as fuck.
Yeah, I think it's some bullshit, man.
Because, I mean, it's a week. I understand it's a week-to-week league, but we're not going to do a week-to-week assessment of Teddy Bridgewater every fucking week, because if y'all lose, it's Teddy's fault, and then if y'all win, it's everybody else or something like that, or Teddy has a good game. Like, stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's not what's going on here. Like, y'all need to really just stop with that and really look into the other reasons why y'all lost that damn game, or not even that. Just not this week. For any other week that this happens.
That's
yes,
right.
Teddy is gonna have some of the blame here. At the end of the day, he threw in 2 interceptions.
Right.
Yes, but he also was sacked 4 times, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that.
And he was pressured.
And guess what? Nick Foles didn't get fucking sacked at all. Like, I think he got anything in touch. His
jersey was so clean, like we were playing on turf, man.
Like, so are we going to talk about defensive line? Where's Brian Burns? You know what I'm saying? Where's Kerr that played this week? Where's Derek Brown, your number 1 draft pick? It's week 6.
Ain't got a sack yet.
Like, let's talk some real stuff. Where's Whitehead making a big play? You know what I'm saying? Or where's Shaq Thompson? What did he do today? You know what I'm saying? They don't want to talk about. Do you want to talk about that? I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm asking you, Mike, because like I said, I watched the game, but you watched it twice already. Where was the defense? You know what I'm saying? Like,
we couldn't make a play. Trey Boston had a perfect opportunity to get an interception, and he didn't catch the ball, which then allowed him 3 points. I mean, you got to think about coaching. You're in a position where Joey Slye didn't make a good kick on his first kick with field goal when it was 3 to my bad. His first 2 kicks didn't look good because it ended up being 3 to 6. I mean 6 to whatever it was. But yes, you kick a 54-yard field goal and he misses it. Like I don't understand why we just didn't go for it or punt, because we didn't have field position at all, man. So I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not blaming Ted. I've seen a lot of mistakes from the coaching staff to the defense. Yes, the offense didn't get going. You got to put that on Teddy because he's the quarterback and the leader. But I also saw DJ Moore drop passes. I seen Robbie Anderson drop a pass that went for an interception. I saw other guys drop passes. I see Mike Davis out there just doing too much dancing and fumbled the damn football. Like, we're not going to talk about him having the turnover too. Like it's more than just Teddy. And I get pissed off at it because let's not act like I love Cam. I love Cam to death. But come on, y'all. Let's act like he just didn't play a shitty game in New England against the Denver Broncos, who we can't beat for some reason. He just played a shitty-ass game. Fumbled twice and threw 2 picks. Yep. And they lose to Denver. So I don't want to hear that shit, man. This is a new coaching staff. It's a new change. Come on, man. We'll touch back on this because we're gonna open up the phone.
Yeah, we're gonna open the lines. Yeah, we're gonna open the lines. So let's get
transition to some positivity about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
No. Let's first because we start the 1 o'clock games. If you don't know, Atlanta Falcons got their first dub.
Yeah, fuck the Falcons. Let's move on to the Bucs. We'll touch on the Falcons, but we're gonna move on to the Bucs. Right. Congratulations. All we're gonna say is we called it. Because we knew Raheem he took over, and we knew it was gonna go down. It wasn't like a surprise for us.
It was definitely, and Julio Jones' return, which that was a big thing for them as well. So
yeah. Well, we'll talk on since you want to do it. I just know we got some Buck fans in here, and I want to.
All right, all right, we'll go into the Bucs.
We'll touch on the Falcons, man, because they were much faster and they played tougher too.
They're playing the Vikings too. But anyway, let's go. All right. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hey, man. We got this dub, man. If you watch our preview show, I called this, man. I was unbashful. Yes, I was unapologetic about picking the Bucs this week. I honestly think that the Bucs try to look past the Chicago Bears to look at the Green Bay Packers. And it's exactly what the hell it looked like today. Like, they had everything covered this week. Like, they played a totally different game. That's why I think Chris Godwin sat out a little longer. You know what I'm saying? They probably thought it was going to hobble Mike Evans out there. Scotty Miller can barely, which, he's Mr. Disappear all of a sudden. Like, where'd Scotty Miller go? Like I said, in Chicago, we played ourselves that game. But this game, no. But I'm not gonna lie though. When that game first started, Mike, you remember we first started. We were texting. I was going in on Twitter because people were so ready to jump on this defense. They were so ready to jump on them. Obviously, the Green Bay Packers jumped out to an early 10-point lead. If I'm not mistaken, those first couple drives, Todd Bowles. I honestly think he was trying. After looking at it, I really think he was trying to see how Green Bay was going to deploy because Devontae Adams just came back. He probably didn't know how they were going to come out and play their offense. Because I saw cornerbacks playing 10 yards off the ball, passive. It looked very Chicago-esque in the second, third quarter. I'm like, oh shit, here we go again. But the thing that ignited the whole entire game, and then before I even get there, so the first quarter, the Green Bay Packers had the ball for 12 minutes? The Buccaneers had it for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
This is one other reason why I got really nervous because the offense was sputtering. Third down. I think it was like 3rd and 1. Mike, guess who we marched out there to try to pick up the third down? Shady freaking McCoy. Let's all take a moment here. We're going to have a moment of silence for Shady McCoy because he's done. So let's just take a moment. And fuck that. Shady need to go. All right.
I told you.
Shady needs to go. Let the rookie start at this point. I'm done with him. I'm sorry. His knees, his legs is all done. Whatever. But, we couldn't sustain a drive. And after that, what happened? They go right back down the field, score again. The damn defense didn't even get a drink of water. They didn't even get to see what happened that first drive to see how, Green Bay Packers went down the field on them. But that next drive after that 10, I think we got to the second quarter, they got to take a deep breath. What happened? Out route, Jamel Dean, run underneath it, pick 6. Now the Buccaneers are going now. This has been all season. All season, the defense has to make a big play for the offense to get started. It's terrible. In my opinion, it's terrible. But that's what it took. Jamel Dean made one hell of a play. It was going forward after that, man. It was just an onslaught after that. I mean, it was open season on Brady. Rodgers. We hit him. I think we sacked him like 4 or 5 times, if I'm not mistaken. And it was just everything that you expected this Tampa Bay Buccaneers to kind of be was encapsulated from second quarter going forward, especially on defense. Like I said, that defense was just raw, man. It was really good. Mike, I'm going to let you say your piece about this before we really dive into it. I haven't really looked at any comments at this point. But
yeah, man,
over a good team.
Yeah. It was a good win. I have to admit, man, I was completely wrong about this. And the ghost of Judah tribe, to hell with you, man. Congratulations on getting the dub. Y'all team still ass. I don't care what anybody say or the record say. But anyway, going back to this game. Oh, man. So, but check this out, man. Tampa Bay, I text DJ and was like, Vita. Oh, y'all missing Vita.
Oh, yeah,
y'all
he was so ready for that.
I'm so geeked up. I'm like, 10-0. I told you. He called everything that was going to happen, man. He said they were going to get multiple turnovers. They wasn't going to be able to run the ball, even without Vita being there. They weren't going to stop the run. They were going to make not Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers be very uncomfortable. Called everything that happened defensively with this football game. And I want to bring up something here. Tom Brady gets all the credit, but Tom Brady really is being carried by this defense. This defense.
You want up in there now, huh?
I'm not waiting on this shit. This defense is phenomenal. This defense got a pick 6, which gave him points, which pretty much put him at 7-10 at that point. Defense gets another pick, and then they get y'all in the red zone at that point. And then you get, you're talking about at that point you're winning the football game. And then they don't score no more. That's not because of Tom Brady. That's because of this defense. The game was completely blown from Aaron Rodgers, where he was uncomfortable. They couldn't run the football, and he was too busy jawing that suit that he couldn't even stay focused. It was ridiculous. And I know Brady's going to get all the credit, which in my opinion, he shouldn't, because I'm going to make a comment right here that a lot of y'all may agree with, may not agree with. But I believe if Jameis Winston is in this offense in year 2, this team right now could be potentially undefeated.
Facts.
And that's how great this defense is playing.
Facts.
He makes everybody else better offensively. The only problem is he can put your defense in bad situations. However, DJ, you and I talked about this off the air. Through Tom Brady's first 5 games and Jameis Winston's 5 games, they were throwing pretty much the same amount of yards per game. Tom Brady had 12 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Guess what Jameis had? 11 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. It wasn't a huge difference, but it was a difference. Jameis Winston was 2-3. Tom Brady is 3-2. And this is with the defense that's better this year than they were last year with a first-year defensive coordinator, first-year head coach in Tampa. You got a young secondary who these guys already know the scheme now because they've been there. The entire defense knows the scheme. Look, man, in my opinion, a great win. I don't want to rain on your parade. Great win.
Yeah, great game. Great game. Once again,
I was wrong.
Yeah, shout out to Ronald Jones. Another 100-yard game. Another person you were wrong about, Mike. Rojo. It's Rojo now, Mike. Say it.
Yeah, I ain't called him Rojo.
Say it. Call him Rojo.
Rojo. What was Mike Evans at today?
Mike Evans. After the first quarter, I did not see any more Mike Evans. I don't know if he still was hampered by that ankle.
That shit.
I don't know. He wasn't there no more, Mike. He hasn't played. I didn't see him play any snaps.
Start that.
I mean, I saw the GOAT Grayson running more 9 routes because Mike Evans wasn't there. He wasn't in the game. I will have to go back and find out what happened. But yeah, he wasn't playing. He started the first quarter. I didn't see him after that. And I didn't get any updates. Maybe I should have checked Twitter. If anybody knows, let me know. But yeah, I don't know where he went. I don't know what happened to him. But yeah, man.
This was just a dominant performance on national TV. This was the game of the week. This let everybody know Levante David is arguably the defensive player of the year right now. I mean, I'm sure it's a couple others out there, man. He hasn't gotten his just due throughout his entire career. He's definitely going to be a Pro Bowler. The way he's playing ball, man, he's playing out of this world. You would think that he was fresh. He was like a 4-year vet right now, man. But the guy is running around making all kind of plays, sacks, tackles, pass breakups, whatever you need him to do, he's going to get the job done. And I'm happy to see him get his just due, man, because he's been one of the most underrated players in the NFL since he's been in the league.
Who you talking about, Levante?
Yeah, David, man, Levante David.
Yeah, definitely. It's terrible for the way he's not been noted. I mean, like I said, Tampa Bay Buccaneers haven't been good. I get it, but this man has stood out very much. Devin White played one hell of a game out there as well. I saw him a couple missteps, but he got back on the snide and showed his ass. I mean, it was national TV. Look, Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the years, national TV games, get hype for them just to watch them get their ass whooped. They turned the tables on this one. They definitely turned the tables, and it was great to see. And like I said, it was just great to see this defense. And that's why I feel like if things do fall the way we think we're going to fall this week, Mike, I think the national media is going to take a step back and look at this shit and be like, is Tom Brady really the reason why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are really 4-2 right now? They have to. They have to. Because this game, this was a defensive-led just shellacking. Like Aaron Rodgers, they're going to show there's not much of Tom Brady highlights you can show from this game to talk about this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did Tom Brady do this game? This man was 17 for 27, 166 yards, shot Tyler Johnson for getting his first touchdown, and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's what they're going to be like. Well, he ain't throwing any interceptions. Well, when the defense is playing lights the fuck out, yeah, you're right.
Manager.
You know what I'm saying?
Game manager.
And like Mike was saying, we're going to get into this Jameis talk. I guess we're going to do it a little bit. Look, last year, this offense, yeah, there might have been a pick here or there, but that offense was moving down the field. They're making, and this is with no running game, really. Jameis was going down fields, scoring points. You know what I'm saying? Especially early. Right. The problem was, he started pressing too much. It's a new offense. You had players run wrong routes. You had him throwing, some of his passes weren't the best. And we saw a pass that could have got picked by Tom Brady. I think another one came off the hands off, I think it was Gronkowski. That could have possibly been picked. Last year, we saw players like that, O.J. Howard, get picked off whenever something like that Jameis went through. So, I mean, look, this is second year. There's a team in the second year under Bruce Arians, Todd Bowles. I'll continue to say it every time I come on this live chat. I'm judging everybody on year 2. I don't give a damn if it's Tom Brady's first year because you know what you told me? You told me Tom Brady in his first year is going to be better than Jameis Winston in his second year in this offense. And as far as it stands right now, I don't think so. I don't. But yeah, let's once again, great win. I'm ready to open up these lines, talk to some people before we can talk about this game or these games. Mike, go ahead. Show the
yeah, man. We're gonna open up these lines, man. Yeah, quick shout out, man. Congratulations again to the Atlanta Falcons. We ain't gonna talk too much about them, but the energy, I seen a big difference. They seem like they wanted Quinn out, but they played much better, man. They played much better football today. But anyway, man, kudos.
The ghost is in here going in. I see you.
You say what? Oh yeah, man.
Cloud goes to Judah. Try. I see you out there, boy.
Yeah, he going in.
He going in on the trash ass pantards and all man.
Yeah, he called
You're probably holding that out, huh?
But Pirates. The phone line's at the bottom, man. We gonna
he got
continue to
kicked out.
talk,
He got
man.
kicked out of Keep Pounding TV. Really?
Hey, shout out to my guy Big Cat over there doing it, man.
Old emotional ass getting kicked out. Why? He talking shit in the chat. Take your L, man. Take it. Everybody gotta take our L. Mike in here taking his L like a man right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're gonna call shit out. Don't be kicking people out because they talking shit in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, it's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't run away from this stuff,
as long
man.
as you ain't disrespectful, throwing some BS. If you talking shit, you talking shit. Hey, you lost. Take it.
See, because DJ, have you ever heard me ranting and saying, "Oh, we 10"? Yeah, I talk my stuff, but have I ever said we about to be 10-6? We about to do this double-digit wins? Have I ever said that?
Now, you think that well, like you said, this team is definitely in what I thought ahead of where I saw at this point. Definitely see him ahead, but like I said, Mike, I think a lot of Panther fans are really hurt right now because they really thought this team was going to be one of those teams that's going to fly on the radar and just take the league by storm. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I think they lost their expectation. They threw it up to the roof like this team was like a well-polished veteran team, which they're not.
Yeah, I don't know why in the hell. I don't know, man. I don't know.
You're right, Trill. Atlanta's still in the basement. It was, like I said, it was a good win, but once again, it was against the Minnesota Vikings. Like I said, this team is not good. They lost, Cook. He can't stay healthy for shit. Justin Jefferson was out there still mossing, motherfucker. I saw that. You know what I'm saying? He was out there. They got Julio Jones back, and you saw the difference. Colin Ridley was out there being a second receiver. You know what I'm saying? Catching them underneath routes, dancing around. But they playing, once again, it was that Minnesota defense is not that's not a normal Minnesota team at all.
What I told you before the season started, man. We were talking
they lost too much shit. You know what I'm saying? They lost too much.
Desired corners, all the corners on.
So they're rebuilding right now.
Yeah.
They're rebuilding.
Well, and this is a prime example why you don't pay, in my opinion, an average quarterback. If you're not the elite of the elitists, you're not paying them all that kind of money because then it destroys your team. Then you have to go young in certain areas. So I think, man, that to me, Kirk Cousins is not it. He's not a winner. Never has been a winner. So I don't. This is what I expected from Kirk.
It seemed like it. The great. It seemed like it. The Atlanta Falcons fired Dirk too. It felt like it. That's a good question. I don't think so. I think they just got rid of Dan Quinn and what's his name? Their GM.
Yeah, Thomas
Dimitroff. Yeah, Dimitroff. I think they got rid of him too. But if you watch Raheem Morris opening presser as new head coach, he made a lot of changes to that coaching staff. I don't know. He demoted people and he brought people up. I watched it because Raheem Morris is a man, so Tampa Bay's own, in my opinion. But he definitely was talking about all the changes, and a lot of the pressers and all the people out there, they were talking junk like, why are you making these changes? Raheem's like, this is my opportunity to become a head coach. Like he didn't say that, but that's kind of what he said. So I'm gonna do everything in my power to do whatever I can to show that he's worthy. So you know what I'm saying? But they're gonna continue to be in the basement. And yes, the Bucs feeling good on top. You are 110% correct because we've been in the basement for far too long. God damn it, far too long.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You have been in the basement far too long. And you deserve it, man. You should feel happy. But DJ and I talked about this before, that this team was already set up to have success, man. Everything about this football team was moving in a positive direction. From the coaching staff to the players being drafted, the players being brought in free agency. Everything was trending in the right direction. And it honestly didn't take a Brady for this to happen. What Brady did was gave y'all primetime games to really show who you can potentially be.
That's the only thing Tom Brady did.
Right.
You're right, Mike. That is all he did. What do you bring? What do you bring over with him, Mike? What do you bring? Oh, a Shady McCoy, a Rob Gronkowski. Like what else?
Rob got off.
No, Rob. I love Rob. I've been a big fan of Rob. You know what I'm saying? Rob Gronkowski. You're gonna see. I think he's gonna continue to get better throughout the season because you're starting to see it. I think he's starting to get in football shape. He's getting used to getting hit again. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's going to get a lot better. But Brady, in my opinion, is holding this team back. And, it's sad. That part is really hard for me to watch because I feel like this offense, which has been one of the best offenses in the NFL, even with everything happening last year, the year before that, and the year before that, we were a top 5 offense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the same players, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, as your 2 highest one, we had Deshaun Jack. We were still a top 5 offense, and it didn't matter if Dirk Cutter was here or BA was here. They still were that. BA's first year in usually with his systems, his quarterback stole a lot of interceptions if they're running the offense correctly. Tom Brady stopped throwing interceptions for this little bit. Guess what? His numbers are bad. The offense is sporadic. It's not, it's not clicking. I honestly think it's Tom Brady's fault. I'm sorry. And people are going to say Byron Leftwich this, Byron Leftwich that. He's not what? He's not what's his name? Andy Reid in Kansas City. But he's not a terrible offensive coordinator. He still is an offensive coordinator of a team that had a $5,000 quarterback last year. All of a sudden, Mike Evans is a pedestrian wide receiver. I don't know, man. I'm not trying to complain and boo-boo and bitch, but the offense might be the death of us this year, and it's something that I'm just James Witt.
Well, and it could be, man. It could be. You got to think. Chris Godwin finished 3rd in the league, after even missing the game at receiving. Mike Evans, he missed like 2 games or something like that toward the end of the season, and he still was at the time a top 10 receiver statistically. Yeah, I know Jameis had multiple interceptions, but everybody that's been in the Bruce Arians system has that. What happened today, though, Tom Brady didn't lose the game. And so that's one, and I'm not saying Jameis lost the game. I am not saying that whatsoever. But there were times, and I said it myself, there were times that should have just been, let's just play to live another down versus trying to make the hero play. And that was the only problem with Jameis. And I'm going to let you get there, DJ. But I really believe year 2, he would have dropped from 30 interceptions to about 20, 19, something in the teens. Right. I believe it would have happened.
Right. And I think that's the part that it's unfortunate we can't see or even judge or know, because that first year was that first year. I feel like going into year 2, stuff like that drops, and we would have been able to see that. But like you said, Mike, I get what you're saying. I understand. I 100% wholeheartedly agree with you. Brady did not lose the game for us. But if this was one of those games that we needed to play, I don't know if Tom Brady makes it. But that's not something we saw in this game.
Right.
And that's, that's how this team is going to have to play. Last week, with the whole Chicago, fourth down. No, Brady. It's not 4th down. The game's over. That's stuff that's going to scare me the rest of this season, Mike. Shit like that's going to scare me, because I don't know if this comeback kid, this player that many people try to herald as the GOAT, and also Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans, the ones that's in here, stop taking that shit from other fans talking about them posting Tom Brady with 6 rings. We know he did not win them shits with us. Right now, it's a clear slate for Tom Brady. Tom Brady's just another quarterback to me right now, because he hasn't won shit with Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't care about them damn rings. I don't give 2 shits about them rings. All right? But hell of a team win. We're going to have to open these lines up. Ronald Jones, shout out to him. Like I said, shout out to the whole damn defense. Sue. Yeah, that Sue was funny as hell, man. I think it was like back-to-back plays, yo. He pushed Aaron Rodgers and got a roughing the passer. He came right back, did again, got it for a sack. That shit was hilarious. Oh, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and not to transition, man, but just real quick, I just want to make a point. I know we all over the place. It's the NFC South. We're gonna talk. What you gotta understand, man, with the Carolina Panthers being a young football team. Yeah, with the Carolina Panthers being a young football team, the Chicago Bears are 3-0 on the road. 3-0. You know why they're 3-0 on the road? Because their style of play travels. What's the old cliche saying? Defense travels, right?
Yeah.
And they haven't even established a run game yet. They're still averaging 3-point-something yards per carry rushing the football. Like this past game, they averaged 2.5 yards per carry. Nick Foles is throwing under 6 yards per attempt, which today he threw 5.1 yards per attempt. They just create havoc. And when you look at the teams that the Carolina Panthers lost to, the first game, close game, but we lost to the Raiders. The Raiders right now just beat the Chiefs. They're really, really good football team. I'm not saying they're great, but they're a really good football team. Tampa Bay just blew out Aaron Rodgers and them, the so-called best team in the NFL, in the NFC, right? That's another game we lost to. And the Chicago Bears are 5-1 for a reason. They're 5-1 for a reason. So don't get down and just act like, oh, I get it. Every game, and I came on here and said, every game we play, we're going to have an opportunity to win. Now, I didn't say we're going to win them all. We're going to compete. That game right there, we gave ourselves an opportunity to win. We just didn't close. And that's going to happen with a young coaching staff. That's going to happen with a new team, new led quarterback, new everything, rookies on defense. Troy Pride Jr. was out there way too much, in my opinion. Gave up a big pass play. He should have been in his place. He's just not ready right now.
Yeah,
it's going to happen. It's going to happen with a young team. So I really just don't understand. Like I said, we get 6 or 7 wins. That's a phenomenal season, in my opinion. Yeah. I wouldn't say phenomenal, but it's a really, really good season because you can build off that. Let's look at what Tampa did last year with their new head coach, with a young secondary, with a front seven that was just getting there with a new defensive coordinator. Now, I'm not saying we're just going to jump and go where they are, but that's what they did last year. They finished 7-9. Now, if we can finish 6-10, 7-9, somewhere in that, hell, even if we get to 8-8, that's building. We can build off of that because people don't say, oh, we got to get a quarterback. No, we don't. We have a quarterback that we can establish. Why not build everything else around this football team? And then you can go young with a quarterback, have a lower salary cap, all of that, and then go from there because you can build all the pieces. To me, I see the direction of this team. I understand exactly why this is happening. So I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping at all for this loss. People actually tripping like we lost to the Atlanta Falcons last week. Like if this was the Atlanta game, then yeah, I could understand a little bit because Atlanta's ass. But this is a 5-1 football team. This is a really, really good football team. And we aren't the upper echelon of football right now. And we haven't been.
Yep. There you go, Mike.
So as long as we stay in the middle of the pack, y'all should be fucking happy as Panther fans. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little pissed off, man. Because it drives me crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, what do you expect? With COVID going on, we got a shorter off season. We didn't get to hit the ground running as soon as most new coaches get all of that. And yet we're overachieving, and yet it's still a problem. Look out of here, man.
Yeah, man.
Teddy was running for his life. I ain't never seen Teddy run damn near 50 yards a game since he had his leg injury. He out there running for his damn life, man.
I mean, Mike, I could see y'all I won't do it early. I mean, I can see y'all going after a quarterback, but not as a competition thing. For at least the way Matt Rule seems as a coach, he breeds competition. So it seems like y'all probably would go get something like maybe the second, third, maybe round, get a quarterback. I wouldn't be surprised. But first round, y'all still got things y'all need to build, which starts, I think, which our defensive line. I think y'all still need some help on that line.
Absolutely.
I think that's the number one thing that's really sticking out to me with that defense. Y'all can't get no damn pressure, man. I can't. I mean, Brian Burns, milk carton, where are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I know you got that one move outside pass rush, but, you know, he's definitely a better Vic Beasley. But right now, you need him to show up more. You need him to show up more because he is supposed to be that guy on that line. Derek Brown, I think in the second year, he's going to continue to play this year. He'd probably be better next year. I wouldn't be surprised about that at all. But I do think I need another end to complement Brian Burns because, honestly, I think you need two ends for one to look decent. You dig what I'm saying? So,
right.
But I think your back end. I do think Tierra Whitehead is going to have to be replaced. I think I got 1 year on that dude.
Get him up out of here.
I don't think he has a very good command over that defense at all, in my opinion. I know everybody wants to talk all about offense, but let's not forget about the other side of football. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of Buccaneer fans, a lot of that's why everybody rating. Everybody got it. Everything is all about the offense. I know the NFL wants to just, everything wants to be all about the offense, but it ain't. It ain't, man. You know what I'm saying? The line of scrimmage is where everything starts, and then you go out, and then you branch out. You know what I'm saying? So,
facts. I mean, we missed KK today. It kind of looked like it showed a little bit, but not really. Gross Matos may have showed more than anything because he was coming along. He was making some plays out there. But, I mean, when you look at it, Stephen Weatherly, I seen him out there. He looked like, why the hell did we sign him? Right. I'm being honest. I mean, it was like, why the hell did we pick him up? Marquise Haynes, we drafted him, but I didn't see any sightings of him either. F.A. Obata was just getting a weak-ass personal foul, hitting roughing the passer call, but it counted. Offsides, penalties.
Well, I think that the only reason why he got called for that is because, I see a lot of defensive linemen, when they land on a quarterback, they throw their hands up. He put his whole weight on the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? That's where you get in trouble. That's the only way I can see why they would throw that, because I don't think it was a late egregious, but they're cracking down on that, man. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they just can't do that shit.
Oh, we gonna do that.
That Shaq Barrett one was not the same thing. Like,
we gonna do. Now, I ain't talking about Shaq. I'm talking about the little headbutt. We gonna do that.
Headbutt.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Concussions, DJ.
That's not why I'm saying it. They're protecting the quarterback, Mike.
What is the quarterback? Man, get out of here, DJ. DJ. Regardless of a defenseless receiver, any of that, it's head contact. I don't care what it is. Hands. It doesn't matter. It's heads because it's a defensive player. Anytime that you do anything with a head, they cracking down on the concussions. I already know that. But because this guy put some weight on him, it's understandable.
No, it's not that it's understandable. That's what they're calling.
Well, I understand. That's why I wasn't too tripping about it. I thought it was weak, but I understand it. Like, I can't get an understanding from you, though. It's like, nah, that's fat. That was bullcrap. We got cheated. That shouldn't have been called. They should have broke it up. But DJ, I mean, you got to
go around the league, Mike. I'm guaranteed. All right, I might go do a montage of just players just coming into each other, talking shit to each other, accidentally hitting.
That's not just talking. We're not talking. He did like that and headbutted the man.
All right, Mike. We're not going to do this today. This ain't got nothing to do with this week.
But it just always baffles me how you just can't see it with your team, and it's like,
talking about?
Because anytime we have these conversations, it seems like,
talking about?
Nah, they just going against us. Nah, it's doing that. How, DJ? It's the same thing. You said, yeah, it was.
First of all, where do you go?
Because you said, well, I can understand why they would throw that, because nowadays they throw their hands up and this and that whenever they hit a quarterback to say, hey, I'm not landing on him. I'm trying to roll over and not land on him, right? That's what you're saying, right? I understand that too. But that still doesn't mean it wasn't weak. But in you're looking at it as, oh, this Thursday night game, we just had so many bad calls and it just blew us and we couldn't get over it. That headbutt wasn't a headbutt. You didn't say that?
Mike, I still will feel the same way I feel right now about that headbutt. I mean, that's not changing.
That's what I'm saying, though. You don't take accountability for your team.
What? That one play? That one play, you want me to really sit here and be like, oh, no, because I can go around the league and show you plays where players they get pissed off and they going into each other's face talking shit. I'll find you a play.
Case, DJ.
That was the case. That's what happened on that play.
Keeping social distancing and talking junk, that would have been different. The man went up there and did like this, DJ.
They get up each other's face and they do that.
Did like that, DJ.
Oh man, let's get back, man, because you going on.
That's that bullshit. DJ good for doing that, man.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
We were going back and forth, man.
He right now.
You do that, man. And then you always say the feelings. You do that all the time, bro. Nigga, he don't hold no accountability. It's always y'all worse than Saints fans. You worse than Saints fans calling. Your team got beat by the Bears just like my team did. And you became a better football team this week because of it, right? Just look at the penalties. A better football team for it, right? I just don't understand how you gonna sit there and say,
talk about one damn play, because I said that he put his weight on a damn quarterback. It went into a bunch of other shit talking about, because I made a plug
about not understanding.
And guess what? And you brought up the thing last week. I did not change nothing at this point.
It would have been different if you were like, you know what? Yeah, I can see that being. Well, he didn't really do anything, but he landed on him. And
did I say anything about that Stu pass interference? I mean, roughing the passer this week. I ain't say shit about that.
What Stu?
When he pushed him down after the damn play was over, I said I understand why they called that.
It was legitimate. You already knew that.
And I called, and I said I had no problem with that. But once again, I was Steven said Jensen was some bullshit. I won't get off that.
Anyway, man, this guy here is crazy with that, man. Crazy. This guy crazy with that, man. He be pissing me off, y'all. He be pissing me off because anyway. So with that being said, man, Tampa Bay, congratulations, you're number one in the division right now. You lost to a Saints team early. I think you all get an opportunity to play them again. You lost to a Bears team who is physical, and it was just a short game that y'all just overlooked for the Packers, quote unquote, because you came out and destroyed the Packers. Y'all have a really good shot. I still think the Raiders game is going to be tough.
Definitely.
But y'all have a really good shot, man. Y'all got the Giants, Saints again. You're going to want to get them back. Panthers, you can be physical against us and cause havoc. You get pressure on Teddy. Yeah. Rams. What, man? I'm giving you credit. I can't give y'all credit.
Listen to him. I ain't say that.
The Rams getting destroyed right now by a physical team in the 49ers, so we know they're a finesse team. Chiefs is going to be a very good game. Vikings are trash. Atlanta's trash. Lions trash. Hey, what you feeling, DJ?
I feel like this is still. I still feel like this team is a week-to-week team that we got to watch every week, because they just, like you said, just beat the hell out of them Packers. You got to refocus and now go to Vegas and beat the Raiders, right? So, you know what I'm saying? That's something I got to see the way they carry over from this game into the Raiders before I start, really like, okay, they're here. You know what I'm saying? But the defense is going to continue to play. What's this offense going to do? You know what I'm saying? And I think, especially with Mike Evans not playing this whole entire game, I still think he's right. I think this team might be playing with up until when can you put somebody on IR or designated return list or something like that? Isn't it like 4 or 5 weeks, something like that, Mike?
You said 4 or 5 weeks from now?
And I'm just saying, like, if you put somebody on IR right now, they'll be on there for about, 4 weeks or something like that, or something like that?
I thought it was 3. I think it's 3.
Okay. I'm starting to lean that the Buccaneers might need to look at that, assess that situation with Mike Evans, and might just need to put him on IR for a little while, let him heal up, because I ain't never seen Mike Evans this battered and beat up the way he seems like he is. He's been over these last this season. With that ankle injury, hamstring, you need some time to get up. You need to get some rest, man, in my opinion. But yeah, Mike, like you said, with that schedule, Tampa Bay Buccaneers definitely have an opportunity to be one of the better, maybe even flirt with getting a bye this year. If they continue to play the way they played against the Packers. I mean that was just, like you said, heralded as possibly the Super Bowl team. And like I said, I can't wait to hear some of this commentating that's going to come this week talking about the Green Bay Packers. It's going to be entertaining. It's all going to be about Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be about Tom Brady. It's going to be sickening. But All right. Let's look at. There's a couple things in this chat you want to make mention to. Let's see. I'm happy with 7-9, 8-8. We're supposed to be where we at right now. There you go, Trill. Mike definitely thinks the same way you think right now. Teddy ran more like Cam did today. Facts again. But I think you know what? Let's talk about that. I'm happy for Teddy. He's confident in that damn knee because he be sticking that foot in the dirt and be running. I'd be like, yo, if that knee just go. But that's you can definitely see that he's definitely all confident. He's back to the Teddy that prior to that injury. Let's see. Here can't get right here. Panthers are a solid team for the situation that they're in. Tampa Bay had a lot of weapons to go 7-9, and it took a veteran staff, a top offense and a defense. Okay. I'm not 100% sure with what you're trying to go there. If you're saying
I know what he's saying.
I'm saying, go ahead, Mike. What do you think he's saying?
Well, yeah. What he's saying is the Carolina Panthers have a solid team. I mean, they're a really good football team. I wouldn't say really a good football team, but they're just not a great football team. And with everything that happened and transpired this year, with letting go your coach, letting go your franchise quarterback, losing Luke Kuechly, losing Greg Olsen, losing all of your veterans, losing everybody that was kind of the face outside of Christian McCaffrey. For them to get this thing going and playing as good as they're playing, yeah, they're doing a hell of a job. And they said the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had a lot of weapons, meaning, you had Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, you had Cameron Brate, you had all O.J. Howard, you had all these guys offensively, and you also had guys defensively, and Shaq Barrett and JPP came back, Sue, Levante, nice draft pick, and Devin White, Carlton, et cetera, and they went 7-9 with the veteran coaching staff that's usually a top offensive coordinator or at least a quarterback whisperer and a very good defensive coordinator in Todd Bowles. And so now you got a first-year defensive coordinator, first-year head coach and offensive coordinator in the NFL, and for them to be where they are at 3-3, 6 games into the season, it's pretty good. I believe that's what he's saying. So if you look at what Tampa did last year, they're kind of on the same path. And who knows what can happen. But to expect that this year, you can't expect them to make the playoffs. And if we do, it's very overachieving. But I know everybody wants to look at it and be like, oh, we all got a shot. We could beat these teams. Yes, we're in every game. We get opportunities. But there are going to be things that happen because we have a young coaching staff, because we have all of this turnover and change. That's going to happen. That's going to look crazy as hell to us. DJ said, if you watch our videos, he's called this out. He said you're going to be looking at games and going to figure out how in the hell did this happen. He said it multiple times because that's what happens when you have what happened. We got a new owner that just got here 2 years ago. Like everything it's going to take some time. But I do like the direction we're going. And I think that's what he's saying.
Okay. Good one there. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's basically how you're going to end up probably at 7-9. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have games that you're like, damn, you can see the potential of this team doing this, da-da-da-da. And then you're going to turn around. You're going to have a game like this. And you're like, this offense ain't shit, but, we should have won that game. If we played better, but sometimes you're not. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to look at the other team on the other side and be like, that might actually be a better team than us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But is that really that hard to say that? You know what I'm saying?
It's not for me.
Well, right. Because you looked at the game and you were like, okay, that was just one of those games that, we got our chin check. It's like the big brother. It's like, I'm saying? You're like, your little brother, you beat your brother, your older brother, maybe you got a little faster than them. You beat him a couple things or something like that. And you try to fight him.
Right.
He reminds you right then and there, I'm still your big brother. You might could do this, you might could do that. But like I said, there's gonna be certain teams in this league that's just gonna be like gonna punch out in your face. And be like, oh shit. Yeah, we're still a little brother. We're still trying to figure this shit out. Right.
And if you're gonna look at, and if you're expecting me to be a clown, to entertain you by being one of these guys that just butchers this team because they lost, because that's what a lot of fans do instead of looking at the game of football. I'm not one of them. I understand this game. So to me, the better team just happened to win. We had opportunities. We just got outplayed. They played better than us. Sometimes you just got to shake the other person's hand and say, good damn job. You got the dub. We regroup. We rebuild. We repractice. We get things together. We look at the tape. And hopefully this comes out better against the Saints. It's going to be tough because they're coming off of a bye. But let's look at what Tampa did to the Green Bay Packers coming off a bye. I know we're not the same team. I understand it. But how can I put this? I did a video earlier about Teddy Bridgewater. His last 10 games as a starter, he's 8-2. Now he's 11 games in and he's 8-3. So to me, a guy that's 8-3 in 11 games, and you play 16 games in a season, right, DJ?
Right.
So he could be on target to getting double-digit wins in a 16 game, when you factor it in, get a good sample size. To me, that's a winning quarterback. If you get double digits, that can get you in the playoffs. So I'm extremely, extremely excited and optimistic of where this team is going because we had a golden opportunity to win this football game. Teddy hits DJ. He's walking into the end zone. It's a tie ball game at that point. Defense comes out with motivated. Things happen. They may call the game differently. They didn't do anything in the fourth quarter offensively. They couldn't do one thing against us. So our defense changed up some stuff. So I'm not tripping. I'm not upset. I'm just like, you know what? This was another game we could have won. Another game. And guess what happened when we lost to Tampa Bay against a team like this? We went on a 3-game winning streak. Now, I'm not saying we about to beat the Saints. I'm not saying we about to run through the Falcons again. And I'm not about to say we about to beat the Chiefs. But who the hell knows? Who knows? I believe this team right here is going to learn from their mistakes. They're going to put in the work. This was a gut check. We got humbled. We were riding our high horse 3 games in a row. We were thinking we were better than what we were. Fans were thinking we were better than what we were. We got in the power ranking and we went from, excuse me, I'm over here getting choked up because I'm getting them. Boy, y'all about to get me hot. Yeah. Hey, because if we went from 32nd to 31st to 30th to 29th up to 14th in the power ranking, top half division, top half of the team. We were tied for first place. Hey, everybody was, Carolina Panthers.
Oh, yeah. What was it, Mike? Best duo wide receivers in the league?
Yeah, in the league.
What?
DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson.
Let's go. We here. We made it.
Hey, we here. We arrived. Ooh, we don't need Christian McCaffrey. We can trade Christian McCaffrey. All this chatter going on, all this mess going on. What you think we can get for Christian McCaffrey? Look, y'all, and we ain't even got the man yet. We ain't got the man back yet. Just remember that. And this offense could be better or it could be more predictable. Who knows? All I'm saying is we got a good problem. If we get Curtis back, we can get C-Mac back, and we don't continue to get beat up defensively. So, and I still think the defense did their job. They held a team that normally doesn't put up points to 23 points? 23 points. And part of that was based off the damn turnovers. Damn, turn the ball over in their red zone. What kind of shit is it, man? We can't have that.
No, but pressure bust pipes. Let's get back up there with the chat. We got a couple things here. Honestly, a little kid like you got. Hey, I appreciate that. More than big. Yeah, like I said, I checked him out. We're not gonna make obviously a big thing about Big Cat. Big Cat's a good dude. It looks like, Mike, I know you rock with him a lot. But one thing you said right there, I think is very honest, and I think you're not, being bashful about it. Either he's negative or else he gets too overhyped. I do see that a lot with him. Like we were just talking about, Mike, how some people get overzealous or they get too low. Big Cat is definitely that guy right now in your fan base that kind of rides the wave of whatever the game is instead of just looking at the game and really honestly assessing it for what it is.
Man, I ain't gonna say Big Cat, man. I'm gonna just say some people on
Oh
there.
well, he got a panel of people that get emotional.
But my guy does his work. He's a hard worker. He does his due
Oh yeah,
diligence.
I ain't take no
Does his
shots or
research.
nothing, but he just
He
like get
does
high on
all
him.
of that, man. So I rocks with him, man. And I thought I did check him out slightly today because I knew we were going live, and I'm definitely gonna go back. But he hit on some good stuff today, man. He was talking about DJ Moore as well, about how he has to step up and gotta stop being this guy that just, if he wants to be considered an elite receiver in this league, you got to make these plays. You just can't come half-assing and doing all that stuff, man. So I mean, I like what he talked about, man. So that's my guy. So I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and
All right, the Big Cat. Exactly.
Shout out to my guy, Big Cat, man. Keep pounding TV, rock with him.
All right, so y'all still talking about Big Cat. We don't want to go into much into that. We say whatever. Yeah, sure. Still go watch him. Yeah, you should still support him. You should support anybody out here. If you like their content, man, definitely do support them. All right.
Absolutely. DP Bucs 32. Bucs played a penalty-free game. Hard to believe. Well, DJ.
I mean, it's something hard to believe. I mean, yeah, before the Chicago game, you said it might before that. I mean, this is the most penalized team. They were going into this game their most penalized team. But it was a penalty, and like you said, it must have broke the camel's back because they finally said we can't do this no more. I feel like it's probably, and I think I made mention to it in our preview. I feel like at some point this team had to sit here and really say to themselves, like, we can't continue to do this shit. And I feel like just how bad the Bears game was when it came to penalties, that had to be an eye opener. It had to be. And then coming into this game, they knew how to do that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna throw this out there too. Donovan Smith played a good game this week, so everybody always want to talk about when he's some shit. I saw a play where Donovan gave out to make sure Tom Brady get hit. I mean, he straight laid out to make sure he knocked the damn defensive end out to make sure he couldn't get after Tom Brady. So once again, Mike, we keep on talking about it. Left tackles don't freaking grow on trees. They don't. You know what I'm saying? If left trees were that good, easy to find, quarterbacks wouldn't be touched.
Left trees.
Yeah,
well, you on trees. You on some trees.
That's it. I should be. Give me a couple more weeks when I get the second job and be on some goddamn
shit. Oh man. Yeah, man. And another thing, man, your red zone, I want to give a shout out to Tampa, man. They were 4 for 4, had 4 attempts. And I believe you scored each time, like touchdowns, each time you were in the red zone. Like, that is pretty freaking phenomenal, DJ.
I think we don't have those stats up right now, but I'm pretty sure over the season we've been really good in the red zone. Like I said, I think last week us kicking on field goals, that was an anomaly. It really was. But also, once again, you're playing the Chicago Bears defense. You know what I'm saying? You got to put things in perspective. Like I said, there was nothing about the Packers that scared me, especially in their secondary. I thought, Kenny, coming back was going to make a little bit of difference on that line. We shut down Zadarius Smith. He didn't do nothing really this game. Preston Smith, he must have been one hit wonder. From what I was hearing, he's better against the run than he is, rushing the passer. And they couldn't do nothing. Linebackers not that good. They obviously missed King. That was hurt this game, which he was out. Like I said, secondary to me wasn't, this team on defense did not scare me. Aaron Rodgers scared the shit out of me. But yeah, they didn't really scare me. And I knew what the defense was going to be. Yeah, shout out to DP again. Levante Davis is a beast. He's been a beast for 9 years now. You know what I'm saying? He's put up upper echelon numbers his entire career, right. Basically. Especially when you look at the totality of it, of where we're at in his career compared to some of the better linebackers that's still in the league right now. He's right there. And some of them, he's over. I mean, tackle for losses, I think he's definitely by far one of the best linebackers in the NFL to do that. I think he's one of the best coverage linebackers in the NFL. Right. Levante Davis is a very cerebral player. He's always been that. But what's things that's been he hasn't had was as smart or as good players around him. Now he has that. He's playing, he's flying all over the goddamn place, being who Levante is. I mean, even when he didn't have it, he still put up numbers. But it didn't look as good. This shit look really good right now, baby. That shit looks really good right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Levante. He's looking really good, man.
Yeah, Levante's out. Like I said, man, he's up competing for defensive player of the year. I know what's my man name? Aaron Donald's killing it with sacks, so I know he's gonna be up there, as far as the guys. But
that's a different world of just
yeah. he's not human.
Aaron Donald is on steroid. Like, I don't even know. He got a new steroid that can't be piss tested because this man, the things he do, him and Khalil Mack, when you watch them play, they're two different type of players that a lot of defensive linemen right now are not on right now. And I mean, it's consistent. It's by every play. When you just getting your 3-point stand, I remember when I used to play football, I got my ass whooped by Eugene Monroe. Every time I had a line up against that dude, I was like, man, when the fuck is this game gonna be over? You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to play against him. I'm gonna put me on my ass so many damn times when I had to play him because he was a rival team. Oh my god, it's not a good feeling. But that's what Aaron Donald and Khalil Mack are. I know players feel the same way.
Yeah, they different, man. And like I say, I'm gonna give a shout out. Definitely. Absolutely, definitely a solid pickup.
Smart
man.
pickup. Smart.
Very smart pickup. And I also just last thing, man, I'm gonna give credit to the Bears defense. They had 4 sacks, 3 takeaways. We got in the red zone. Yo, brother.
I'm gonna have them dubs to get it though.
I'm gonna get there. You know what I mean? We got in the red zone 3 times. We only scored 1 touchdown. And it says the opponent's third down percentage was 23%. Like, we got to look at what, and people want to, and this is why I'm so pissed off at the Teddy talk, right? Is because people have to look at what the quarterbacks have done that they faced. They haven't allowed I think a quarterback rating of about 60 or 50 or something like that all season. It's been crazy. Like, the completion percentage has been like crazy against them, man. So I guess I just don't understand it. But I think we're gonna be fine. I'm excited to play against this shitty ass secondary of the New Orleans Saints. Hopefully they haven't gotten it fixed. Jeremy Chin with his first pick. I don't want that to go unnoticed. They were picking on him early, though. I saw that. They were picking on him early, and he had a couple plays that he messed up on. I would say didn't get deep enough in his zone coverage, allow somebody to sneak up behind him and catch a pass. But I knew the adjustments were going to be made, and he played good football. Yeah, man, you talking about Matthew Stafford week 1. Had like a QB 24 completions out of 42 attempts. Had a QBR of 56.6. I mean, the list goes on and on with whoever they played. I mean, Tom Brady last week wasn't horrible, but he still, what did he throw? 25 for 41, 253.
I mean, it was pedestrian.
He had a quarterback rating of 60, QBR rating of 60. So, I mean, people aren't really killing. Quarterbacks aren't doing it against the Bears, man. So, to expect Teddy to do it, I think is asinine.
And I know you just mentioned Brady again. Mike, these damn receivers that we got, our best receiver has 271 yards over the season.
Yeah, that's I know. Evans. Yeah, he had 1 catch for like 10 yards a day.
It's just so, like, when are we going to finally say, I don't want to do it. Hey, line's open. Trail call in. DP Bucs call in. Give us something to talk about. It's so depressing, this damn offense. I don't fucking know.
I've been saying it, man. I've been saying it. The offense is gonna, but the defense is gonna carry him. So hopefully, but offenses take time. So hopefully he can get it by the second half of the season. And y'all can be hitting on cylinders. He did find Rob Gronkowski quite a bit, so it seemed like that rhythm is starting to get back, and that's gonna be huge for y'all. So if that could happen, that'll happen. But I do, once again, I like the way my defense is playing. Only giving up 23 points. I know this isn't a bad team, but your defense, DJ. Sheesh.
Yeah, I think Carlton Davis held Devontae Adams. Yep, here's right here. 6 carries for 61 yards for the most part. Hey, Carlton Davis is shutting down some really good receivers, man.
Yeah.
He really does, man. He might get a couple holding penalties here and there. He's aggressive, corner. But this man, I swear, if you look at the people that he be shutting down, man, Carl Davis is a hell of a player, man. He's just a little handsy, but he's a hell of a player.
Yeah, he is, man. He is. And I got to give him props, man. He did his thing. I mean, that nice tip pass to Mike Adams. Wasn't it Mike Adams? Not Mike Adams. Mike Edwards.
Mike Edwards. He got his second interception off a tip pass. No, actually, he picked that off. That was a clean pick that he had. I forgot what team that was. But yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I
Mike Edwards.
You said Mike Edwards. I said Evans. I said Adams at first, and I changed it to Edwards. Had another, I mean, a great tip pass by Carlton Davis. I mean, you're talking about a guy that had 4 pass breakups, man. 4 pass breakups in one game. Sticky. Devontae Adams, like you said, DJ, he had 10 targets. He only caught 6 of them. And more than likely, Carlton Davis was on him. So those other 2 were probably deflections or forced out something. He playing good ball, man. Playing exceptional ball. To hold this Packers team that's been putting up 30-plus points per game, easily, damn near 40, putting up 500 yards per game, to hold them to a total of what? What they had? 200? They had 201 yards total out of 61 offensive plays. Man, come on, man. Come on.
I mean, what else could you say about that game, Mike? I mean, if you're talking Tom Brady about this game, and you kiss my ass, man. I honestly, I don't know what the hell you're looking at. That was a hell of a performance. I mean, you got 2 turnovers on Aaron Rodgers, who hasn't thrown a pick in, God, I don't even know. It's definitely what hasn't been this season. Definitely hasn't been this season. He threw 2.
Right.
Hell, the fourth quarter they brought in backups, Mike. I turned the damn game off.
Yeah.
They had Blaine Gabbert out there versus whatever the Green Bay's backup was. I was surprised it wasn't their first round pick.
They didn't want him going out there getting killed.
Yeah. And that dude, he fumbled on like his first snap. He got JPP went in there and hit the ball in his hand. But he get the ball back, but that shit was funny. I'm turning this shit off. It's not football no more.
Yeah. We shouted them out, man. We shouted the Falcons out for their win with Raheem. Congratulations. We both knew, we both predicted that the Atlanta Falcons would win this football game. Just the energy and everything has shifted. We knew it was going to be I don't know. We just felt like they were going to play harder, man. And
watch out. I'm gonna say, watch out to all Carolina and Bucs fans. The Falcons going to the Super Bowl this year now.
Oh Lord,
they're gonna be all over this day. I'm telling you, they're gonna be all over the place. They're gonna be all up in y'all ass. I'll tell you that much. Falcon fans they're gonna show up. They're gonna be like Cowboy fans. They like them damn roaches in your closet that just come out with a light turned on. They light finally turned on. They got to win. They're gonna be talking shit to everybody.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. They got what's my man named the line, but Deion Jones set the tone by getting the interception early in the game. I think it was Kirk Cousins. I think it might have been the first or second play of the daggone game. Crazy, man. And shout out to great call out, man. Aaron Rodgers was had 13 touchdowns and 0 interceptions, and he was just out there just dart. But we all called it, especially DJ. Said the reason why Aaron Rodgers is balling and showing out like he is because they're able to establish a run game, and it's a run threat, and that play action is there. And when you take that away,
it's a different team.
It's a different football team.
And I think that's going to be the formula that people are going to have to follow.
And it's got hit
to be more competitive against the Green Bay Packers. Yes, just enjoying the win. I 100% agree there. Like I said, us as Bucs fans, we don't see games like this. Like, on prime time against what's considered, one of the best teams, not only in the NFC, in the NFL. And I mean, just straight whoop they ass. I mean, just drag their ass. It's so bad that by the third quarter, in the third quarter, you're taking out your starter. As a Bucs fan, I've been a Bucs fan since like 98 or something like that. I don't remember many games. I mean, obviously during our Super Bowl run or our time when we were great. Since then, I don't ever remember a team that ever pulled out their starters because they knew the game was over. That was crazy to watch.
DJ, I told you on the phone, I said, I'm about to take me a nap.
Yeah.
Going on here tonight. And I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they put Blaine Gabbert.
And that's exactly what the fuck they did. Yeah, that's exactly what they did. I was like, did they play? Oh, yeah, I'm done with this game. I ain't watching this no more.
I saw it happen. And I was like, there was no way they could come back the way this defense is playing. Y'all suck the soul. Matter of fact, y'all beat the soul out of them, man. They act like they didn't want to play no more. That's right. He said, yes, beat them like they stole something. Shout out to you, my G.
Oh, yeah.
Just the soul was gone, man. I seen a Rojo getting his touchdown, and I think one of the might have been Troy Aikman was talking about it. He said that effort, they just can't be happy with everybody just standing up. They were done. Like, we couldn't do anything. Nothing offensively was going to work. We couldn't run the ball. We dropped Aaron back. He doesn't have but 2 seconds to try to get rid of the ball before somebody's in his face. JPP and Levante sandwiching him or whoever it is. It's just ridiculous, man.
I think it was JPP in here. Yeah, I remember that play. Yeah.
The shove, like the little sumo shove. Sit down, punk. And then drawing up, and it was nothing they could do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, me and Mike were talking about that off air. I was like, that play felt like all the frustration that Sue has had over the years of playing the NFC North against Aaron Rodgers when he played for the Detroit Lions, and the Detroit Lions getting their ass whooped by the Green Bay Packers. That all was encapsulated on that push, on those 2 pushes. Like, bitch, my team is now whooping your ass. That's exactly what it felt. He looked at him. I was cracking up when he did that because I called Mike about that. That joke was hilarious. Yeah. That joke was hilarious. It's been a long time since right. That, man, at least 10 years. You're right about that, man. It feels good, man. We got a legit team, man. We really do. We got a legit defense. Offense is still a work in progress. But yeah, man, to watch a game like this, to win, it should definitely settle some souls in Buckland. But man, hey, you still got to turn around and enjoy this win. We'll have Victory Monday. Yeah. After Victory Monday, you got to get right back on it because let's not, like Mike said, the Raiders have blown out some teams this year.
Right.
They've blown some teams out this year. So don't come in here like you did against Chicago just thinking, they're 4-1, but we could still, whatever they were, 3-1. Their offense can't do much, but, we can still punch in the mouth, penalties.
Right.
And you lost the game.
And the thing I want to say out there, man, before we, start wrapping this up, man, is that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are protecting their dirt. I mean, they're 3-0 at home. That's not something that Raymond Stadium has been accustomed to in a while either. It's a quality. I mean, you play the Chargers. I know they're not a great team, but the Chargers can beat some teams, but they've competed against everybody.
Right.
You blew us out there. You made us look ridiculous, even though we did have a shot at one point, but you let off just a little bit. Then when you put your foot back on the pedal, you see what happened. 31-17 victory. Then you blew out the Packers at home. So that's something that you all can build on, man. You're protecting your dirt and you're doing it in a fashion that you're supposed to do it. And if you can find ways to win at least half of your daggone away games, that's putting you at 12-4 in great position. So, and I think that can happen, man. You got some good games coming up. I know you lost to the Bears and the Saints away. So this is going to be interesting to see y'all on the road. DJ, we are going to talk about this. We're going to preview all of this. The Raiders Bucs game, Sunday Night Football, another game on prime time. Y'all can rattle a quick releaser in Derek Carr. Who knows? It's going to be an interesting game. And the Carolina Panthers, we got the Saints, a divisional game.
Yep, game of the week in the South. Game of
the week. We got to go too. And then we got the Atlanta Falcons playing against the Lions, another game they could possibly win.
Interesting game right there. Interesting game. Because the Lions just got a good win today too.
They sure did, man. So absolutely. We've been preaching this for a minute, man. I know you we're gonna do a couple of these chats, man. It said Need Panthers to spank the Aints. I'm sure you do need us to spank the Aints. Y'all continue where you at.
Yeah, we
Bears
do.
are a tough team, absolutely. And DJ and I have been preaching this for years, man.
Yep.
Games are won in the trenches. You can say what you want to say about all the skill players, all of that. Football games are won in the offensive line and the defensive line.
Yep.
Period.
Tampa Bay won the trenches against the Packers.
Period.
Chicago won the trenches against the Panthers. I mean, you can look at those two games right there, and what was the outcomes of them games?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They won, whatever.
Because was Brady sacked?
No.
Exactly. Was Nick Foles sacked?
No.
Was Aaron Rodgers sacked?
A lot.
Yeah. Was Teddy Bridgewater sacked?
Yes, a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah. Ball game.
Like I said, there ain't a lot of stats you need to really look at. All these next gen stats, all this PFF bullshit.
Focus.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit can kiss my ass. It's fun to talk shit against other fans with some of that stuff, but man, football is always gonna be football, man. Football will always be football.
Yeah, DJ, man, you got anything you want to say before we
No, I got not anything much. If there's anybody in the chat that wants to call in for one call, we got time. I know we talked a little bit over, but nobody's also called in, so we had to keep the show going. But yeah, if you want to call in, just say good win for the Bucs. You want Panther fans, y'all want to just get some off your chest as a final word. Hey, come on in. If the Falcon fan out there want to celebrate their first win, hey, call in. But yeah, man, I ain't got much more. Good win for my Bucs. Good loss for the Panthers. F the Falcons. And I hope Michael Thomas still out there mad about his slant routes and punch people in their face because they talking shit about him. Ah!
Yeah, shit, I don't know, man. All I know is we 500.
Hey, you still there?
And we still in it.
Right. You still there at the end of the day.
One game from being away from first place.
Only stat that matters is win-loss, right? You can't find that on Pro Football Focus. You can't find that on none of them next gen stats. That's everybody's thing. Appreciate DP Bucks, man. Good night, man. Thanks for checking us out. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate Tempe, coming in late with it. Mr. Tampa Bay Travis coming in. Trill always showing love. Appreciate you. NFL Nerd, appreciate you. You always showing love. That's Fresh the GOAT. Great. Appreciate you coming in. Everybody in the chat. If I can't get to you, we all appreciate your love. Share, like, subscribe. Let more people know about it. We talk the real here, man. Yeah, we might get pissed off. If our team loses, we're gonna get excited when our team wins, but
right,
we gotta call for what it is, man. And we try to do it our best here when we do that, man. It don't matter if we talk about us, the Saints, the Falcons. I hate the Falcons to the bottom of my heart. Panthers, y'all starting to get close. Saints, I got a second family of Saints fans, but they crybabies of the South. Definitely. But man, we got a good division at the end of the day, man. We might still, if the Panthers can string along and Tampa Bay keeps on playing the way they're playing, there's 7 teams that's going to the playoffs this year. There's still 7 teams in the NFC. And look, this COVID thing has made things very weird in the NFL right now, in my opinion. We got a couple minutes left over. I honestly think because of COVID, we are seeing some teams play under, what they normally are.
Right.
And the one team that I'm, and I honestly, and Mike's will say no, I don't agree, but I don't expect the Minnesota Vikings to be just 1 in whatever the hell they are now. Like they're 1 in what?
I did
1 in 5. I mean, if it wasn't no COVID, I was picking out teams that maybe you saw that before that, but
yes, I did. I saw it.
I ain't say you didn't. I'm talking about myself. I'm just saying myself. Well, I mean,
I also want to give a shout out to the Dodgers, man. They beat my Braves. I I know it's football show. This has been a shitty sports day for me.
38-3. That's just funny.
Shitty sports day for me, man. There's L's everywhere. L's everywhere.
You got that. What was that? That Floyd Mayweather throwing them L's. Little meme. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. We're gonna wrap this up and get up out of here,
We're going
man.
early today. I know my wife probably waiting for me.
Yeah, mine too, man. I'm tired, y'all. It's been a long day, man.
It's been a long weekend.
Yeah, definitely.
Long weekend.
Yeah, man. Anyway, man, be on the lookout for our reviews, man. We're gonna our previews, I should say, for week 7. Can't believe it's week 7 already, man.
Yeah, man, it's moving, man. I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy it's week 7. I mean, I love football to death. If you didn't hear me before, you know, I'm in transition to hopefully buying a house. The closer this NFL season's over, the closer I can get away from the second job, and I can really dive into this a little more than I am, man. I appreciate y'all hanging in with us, especially Mike's been doing this thing, man. I'm gonna shout out Mike for a quick second, man. He's been holding the channel down. And I got a lot going on. I really do appreciate him. I love this man, man. He continues to inspire me. You know what I'm saying? He always gets on my ass. I appreciate like my big brother, man.
Oh yeah,
he definitely is, man. He like, yo, I'm not letting you quit on this shit, man. Like we gotta get this shit, man. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all being here, hanging with us. You know, we appreciate y'all, man. Really do.
Really do. Yeah, man. Once again, be on the lookout for the reviews, man. Follow the Facebook. Make sure you hit notifications, share, comment, all that good stuff, man. We can continue to bring the content much as we can. Once again, thank y'all. God bless and good night. And that
boy. See y'all next Sunday.
Oh, and here go Buck Crazy. Should have known his ass was about
Buck
to come.
Crazy! What's up, my brother? How about them Bucks? How about them Bucks?
I'm glad I'm about to get off. Cause look, talking about
4 minutes. We got 4 minutes, Mike. We gonna stay here. Hey, Buck Crazy. Hey, we got that dub, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Look, man. What Russell Simmons say? God bless and good night. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all again, man. Hey, stay tuned, man. We're gonna be dropping something probably either what would you say, DJ? Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday, something like that. Middle part of this week.
You know, because we've been going back and forth on how we want to do our videos. I think the injury report, we're trying to be around the injury report. I think we did some videos one weekend. Like we were saying shit on like Tuesday that everything changed by Thursday. It was like crazy. It was like oh shit. You know what I'm saying? It was just so we're probably gonna try to push for Wednesday and try to do the video or something like that.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for either Wednesday or Thursday. Let's drop a video on preview of week 7. Yeah, great week for the South, man. Went 2-1. 2-1. Once again, winning record in the South, man. It's yours truly. Follow me on Twitter at MikeRicks07. And I'm gonna keep pounding out here. I don't give a damn what none of them say.
It's your boy DJ. NFC South leading Tampa Bay Buccaneers representative. Follow me on Twitter at 25. Follow us on Facebook. We need to, Mike. We gotta get that link to Facebook. We're gonna work on that this week. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just take care of that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or dang, we ain't got no Twitter. You can get Twitter, Mike.
Yeah.
But yeah, follow us individually on Twitter, YouTube, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And I think that's all I got, Mike.
Yeah, man.
I'm tired, boss.
Yeah, we tired.
Tired, boss.
We out.
4-2.